Welcome to the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. On today's program, we'll introduce you to some people that know how to have fun, despite the cold temperature. So far this year, we've received many letters and cards from viewers that want to share their fish stories with us. One of the letters was from the Cuddy Sports Club's ice fishing team. A little later in the program, we'll go out on the ice and show you how these guys have fun. We'll also explore the basics of snowboarding. And finally, we'll learn how to sight in your rifle so that you can achieve optimum accuracy. All this when we return with the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide.
If you're looking for a portable, economical boat to fish those hard-to-reach places, then check out the Bass Baby. Molded from impact-resistant polyethylene and conveniently designed to fit into a full-size pickup truck, the Bass Baby is one of the easiest boats to maneuver in and out of the water. To find out more about the Bass Baby, visit the Carry Company at 3003 Wildwood Sample Road in Allison Park, or call 412-486-3388, or check out our website at www.carrydocs.com. At Tony Romano's Affordable Karate and Weight Training Center, you can learn to be your best. Offering children and adult classes, group or private lessons from former heavyweight champion, 5th degree black belt master Tony Romano. Plus a complete weight training facility located at 1080 3rd Street in North Versailles, just off U.S. Route 30. Call 412-829-1609 for our introductory special.
Oi! Learn to be your best.
You're a duck hunter, and duck hunters know you have to go to the ducks. An express boat can get you there, whether it's down the river, across the lake, or through the timber. With its durable, all-welded aluminum hull and plenty of room for your decoys, guns, and other gear, you can depend on your express boat to take you to the ducks.
If excitement is what floats your boat, then check out the 2001 Lund models at Bob Warren Boat Sales. You'll make a splash with your friends and family with a new Lund boat from Bob Warren Boat Sales. We service most major boats, motors, and trailers. For boat show pricing on Lunds year-round, come to Bob Warren Boat Sales, Route 38 Butler. Call 724-285-5503. Simply the best.
Snowboarding is becoming a very popular sport throughout the region. We asked Jay Nuzzo of Center Ski and Sport to explain this popular activity.
We're going to tell you a little bit about snowboards today and how to get involved in it. There's several areas in the Pittsburgh area, Boyce Park, Seven Springs, Hidden Valley, they all rent snowboards, and the folks next door here at Peak Ski Rental also rent snowboards. For the first-time riders, great thing to do is go out and rent a snowboard. Usually run you around $20 for the board, the binding, the boots. Most importantly, you need to forget about anything you know about skiing before you get on a snowboard, because it's completely different. A lot of skateboarders snowboard, a lot of surfers snowboard. It's somewhat similar to that. The first board, say that someone's going to buy, is probably going to be a free ride oriented board. It's good for riding all over the mountain, good for doing tricks, good for riding in the half pipe. Half pipe is freestyle riding, doing lots of tricks and things like that. Now a board like this, a free ride board, has a lot of active edge length, so it carves real good when it's making turns. A binding, let me just pull one down for you so you guys can take a good look at it. Most of the bindings that guys are riding are a 2-buckle binding. Your foot goes in that binding and you lock it in, and that's how you're connected. Right like that. Bindings are mounted on the boards at different angles depending on your preference. For first-time guy going out and riding, usually after 3 or 4 times they love the sport and they usually want to buy a board. To get into a board, you're looking at about $350 for the board, the binding, and that usually includes all the work, putting the binding on for you by the shop and waxing it up and getting you ready to ride. Other than that, there really isn't a whole lot you need. A lot of guys will buy maybe a pair of snowboard pants, something that's waterproof, windproof. usually made of some heavy-duty materials like Cordura or something like that. Here's what the jackets look like. Here's a pair of pants. Heavy-duty Cordura, also has knee pads in it. When you're getting ready to ride a snowboard, after you decide how you're going to stand on it, whether you're regular-footed, which is left foot forward on the board, or goofy-footed, which is right foot forward on the board, you get ready, you buckle in, and you're ready to go on the snow. Most important thing to remember is about 75% of your weight should be on your front foot, about 25% on your back foot, and you just kind of carve it and steer it by leaning, bending your knees. It's all in the balance. We're here, we're on the snow. I'm getting ready to go ride, so you gotta buckle in. Get your front foot in first. And buckle it down. I'm locked in on that front foot. All snowboards must have a leash. A requirement by all ski areas. So if for some strange reason your board comes off, it's still connected to you and it won't go flying down the hill and smack into someone. But I've yet to see a snowboard come off because you're locked in. Now for getting around on the flats and getting on and off the lift, you got your front foot buckled in, keep your back foot out, and you just kind of kick around and walk. And that's how you get around. When I get up to the top of the hill, I'll buckle in my back foot. Right like that. And I'll be locked in, ready to ride. Got to kind of slide the back foot around when you're making a turn. Say if I'm going to make a heel side turn, my weight's going to be in my front leg. My back knee is going to bend in towards my front one a little bit. I'm going to lean over the heel of the board. I'm going to push that back leg around a little bit to help that board get up on edge and get through the turn. That's what it's all about.
After the break, we'll go ice fishing on Lake Arthur. Stay with us.
If you're looking for a fishing boat, look no farther. From tournament bass boats to fish and ski boats, we've got them, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Boat Fish Fun Shop, located in Mount Pleasant, specializes in Triton, Ranger, Stroker, and Monarch boats, powered by Mercury and driven by you. Boat Fish Fun Shop is a full-service Mercury dealer with computer hookup to Mercury Parts Department for all Mercury, Mariner, and Mercruiser engines. Our factory-certified technicians offer complete service. Stop in to see us in Mount Pleasant or call 724-547-9499. Are you tired of telling creative stories about the one that got away? Introducing the Quick Catch Rod Holder, the best improvement for fishing since the fork stick. Quick Catch keeps your expensive rods and reels out of the dirt. With zinc-coated ground pins and rubber-coated rod holder, the Quick Catch Rod Holder is available in 14-inch and 27-inch sizes. To order, send check or money order to P.A. Petrosky Company, 420 Forest Hill Road, Industry, PA, 15052. Dealer inquiries welcome. Call the number on your screen for more information.
Enjoy your time on the water. Whether you're boating, riding your personal watercraft, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing in the sun, an Easy Dock floating dock will enhance your time on the water. The Easy Dock system has it all: rugged, adaptable, reliable, and safe. Constructed with heavy-duty polyethylene, the docks have excellent load capacity with virtually unlimited layout flexibility. Docks, PWC lifts, boat lifts, plus a variety of anchoring systems and accessories make Easy Dock the selection for your dock. for private, commercial, and public use. The Easy Dock system is a simple, low-maintenance, versatile design that provides years of convenient, durable use. The EasyPort Personal Watercraft Lift is a simple drive-on, push-off. EasyPort moves with changing water levels and helps protect the craft from damage caused by wind or wave action. Even beginning PWC operators will find boarding and launching a breeze.
To some people, the thoughts of ice fishing can be a downright chilling experience. But to the members of the Cuddy Sports Club ice fishing team, it's something they look forward to. Earlier this year, they sent us a letter inviting the outdoor guide crew to Moraine State Park to share their ice fishing adventure. So, let's go ice fishing on the water with Fred.
Hi, Chuck. We're here today in Butler County on Lake Arthur. We'll be fishing today with Chuck Buckless. Chuck, this ice fishing, a little leery of the ice. How thick do you think this is today?
Well, we measured the ice today, and it's 12 inches. So you can just about drive your truck on.
Well, then it ought to hold me, huh?
Yeah.
Well, what are we going to be fishing for today, mostly?
Largemouth bass, some crappies, and bluegills.
Okay, and have you guys have been catching some?
Yes, we have. We did rather good here past about 3-4 weeks. Caught a lot of nice bass and some nice crappie and bluegill.
Well, I'll tell you, we hit one beautiful day up here. I was surprised it's not, I'm not even chilly yet, so let's get into putting some holes in the ground.
Okay.
Okay. What will we be using, Chuck?
Well, today when we fish for the bass, we'll just use a regular hook, a treble hook, or like a 2-aught single hook, you know, and we'll use large shiners.
Large shiners, okay.
Large shiners.
How about jigs in that? You'd like to use jigs?
Well, on our ice rods, when we're fishing for the panfish, we'll use the
Yeah, they're
jigs.
pretty tough to beat with.
Yeah.
And these little jigs, we use the small ones. And you have to open these hooks up a little bit if you're going to catch more fish and miss more of them misses and get more strikes. You use a power auger to drill our holes?
We used to use the hand auger, but now we got a power auger, especially when ice is this thick.
Oh, geez, 12 inches going through there with a hand auger.
Takes a while.
Yeah. Oh, this power auger is fantastic. That's the only way to really go. How big a hole does that drill?
That drill's an 8-inch hole.
8-inch hole. And what can you legally?
10 inches in
10
Pennsylvania.
inches. I think people ought to keep that in mind because it's a danger to be drilling anything any bigger than that.
Yes, it is, because somebody can fall through and break their leg or
Sure.
step
Even
through.
just to get wet and, you ruin a good fishing trip by being miserable all day. I am sure glad I didn't have to do that with a hand auger.
Yeah, it takes a while.
Could you imagine doing that with an axe or a post hole digger?
Yeah.
My goodness.
People use those chipping bars
What
too.
do we do now? Just take the skimmer and skim that off and we're ready, huh? Right. Good icy ball. Lots of times in the summertime you wish you had that ice, huh?
I'll say.
Can't beat these skimmers, can you? I tell you, you got all the right tools.
Yeah, after being out here for years and years, you
Yeah.
start accumulating a lot of.
You start realizing
Yeah,
what you need, huh?
When there is no snow out on the ice, you need cleats, because if you don't, you're going to slip and slide. And we have is. Oh, I need there for
sure.
a second.
Here,
And,
let's use this.
You buy them at a sporting goods store, but they're made for ice fishing. And they have spikes on them so that you can run and you don't slide. And they're strapped on fairly tight.
And one size fits all, huh?
Yeah, one size
Well, they're
fits all.
great. Are they expensive, Chuck?
They're like $26, $27, depending on where you go. You can find them.
Boy, they're well worth it when
Yeah.
you're out here on a bad day. This here's a snowmobile suit.
Snowmobile suit and
pack up
dress
in
in
layers.
layers. Yeah, I got the
Right.
sweatshirt and the long johns, and Basically, the snowmobile suit really keeps all the heat in.
You belong to a club, Chuck. How about explaining that to us?
Well, we belong to the Cuddy Sportsman's Club, and there's 16 of us at the club that we got our own little group together, and we call it our ice fishing team. And we try to get out like every weekend or sometimes 2 times during the weekend, and we fish all over the lake, and we've seemed to find this spot is the best spot.
I think that's great. And I'll tell you, come out here with a bunch of guys, and just the companionship is something, you know. Oh, that's your son. He got a tip up here. Okay. Chuck, how many rigs are you allowed out here?
You're allowed 5 devices apiece, a person, which consists of either 5 tip-ups or 3 tip-ups and 2 rods. You're not allowed more than 2 rods.
2 rods, yeah.
At a time.
Yeah.
This is our ice fishing shelter.
And this is just a tarp.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's just tarp and our Velcro, and it's a 3/4 inch piece of plywood, 4x8 sheet.
And that's a sled and everything.
Yeah, it's a sled. It has runners on the bottom, and it all folds up.
And I don't know what you got cooking in there, but it smells delicious. You have a heater in there?
You have a heater in there.
Stove?
But we use the lantern for heat also.
Whoa, an awful lot of heat in there. I can
Yeah.
feel it. Yeah.
You have to have some heat to keep your shiners alive, your bait, because it
good
will
windbreaker.
freeze. They will freeze up.
Yeah. Good windbreaker, good everything. What do you got cooking in there? Gotta know
Hot
that.
sausage.
Oh, geez, that smells good. And out here on the ice, it tastes 100 times better than it does in the store. This is
Basically-
ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could come out here and have all the comforts of home.
Yeah. Yeah, if it gets real cold, it's a good place to get in and get warm.
Sure. And you can peer out and watch your tip-ups and your rods in good shape. Ah, that's ideal. I congratulate you guys on nice setup. Beautiful arrangement. Out here with a bunch of nice guys and all friends.
And we have a good time.
Oh, it's a happening. You got to be here. Yeah.
It's a little chilly now and then, but we enjoy it. You run around and you check your holes and.
And I think your friends, they keep that cold off of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, you're laughing, you're joking around with each other. You put the hook right at the dorsal, behind the dorsal fin where it does no harm, and the shiner should last a good while. Got to get them in the water though. Shiners are very sensitive. Uh-oh. Didn't take long for that baby to freeze back up, did it? We cut some bluegill and some crappie, but the bass just weren't cooperating. We'd like to thank the Cuddy ice fishing team. Chuck Puckless, his son Charlie, Jim Bruno, DJ Weaver, and Dean Weaver. We had a great time today, and it was all due to their efforts. Thanks a lot, guys.
Next up, we'll show you how to make your rifle more accurate, right after these messages.
In business, image is important. First impressions do make a difference. If your business has a cleaning problem, look to the professionals at Ingram's Cleaning Service. Since 1979, Ingram's Cleaning Service offers customized, consistent quality cleaning services for all types of businesses. Our business is to maintain the image of your business. We offer periodical cleaning schedules, professional workers and supervisors, and of course, follow-up inspections. In business, customer service is important. Ingram's Cleaning Service can be a silent partner in maintaining your image as a high-quality company. For more information, call area code 412-751-7469.
We make it our business to help our customers maintain a positive, professional image. If you have a cleaning problem, we are the solution.
The Turtle Tube Sea Anchor is the only self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor that is guaranteed not to dry rot or mildew, even when stored wet. All safety-conscious boaters know the benefits of a sea anchor, so check out the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor today. For more information, write to the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor Company at P.O. Box 125, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania, 412-736-15145 or call 412-734-1758.
If you like to watch outdoor shows, then check out the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. right here on WBGN Television. We spotlight seasonal outdoor activities in our own backyard, from turtle hunting to fishing to preparing wild game recipes and much more. Tune in and find out why this award-winning series has so much to offer. That's the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide, Saturdays at 9 a.m. right here on WBGN Television.
Our how-to man, Pete Maltese, finds out how to sight in a rifle from gunsmith Richard Debick. This procedure can save a lot of money, so listen up.
Hi, I'm Peter Maltese, and welcome to another segment of Pete's Corner. Today we're going to be showing how to sight in a rifle. To show us how to do that is Richard Debick. Richard, nice meeting you again. And
Same here, Pete.
Show us what we do if we have a new scope on the rifle. How do you sight that in? Where do you start from?
Okay, the first thing we want to do before we get down to the range is make sure that the scope and the rings and the bases are all tight. We've already checked all that, so we know that that's tight. But one thing we're not sure of is that the scope is lined up with the bore of the rifle. So the first thing we want to do before we get out to the firing range is take this little gadget here called a collimator. And what this is going to do is help us align the scope with the bore so that we hit our target when we get down to the range. So let's go ahead and mount this and see if we can get this collimated.
Is that what you call that thing, a collimator?
It's called a collimator. And a lot of guys won't get this done. Most gunsmiths will charge a very minimal fee to do this. And if you don't get it done, you end up spending more money and ammunition trying to find out where it is on the paper.
Yes.
So it only takes a few minutes to do this, and it's well worth it. And I would suggest too that if you do a lot of shooting and a lot of lining up, these sell for around 50 or 60 bucks, and anybody who's an avid shooter could have one, and they're very easy to use, and you could do it yourself. This simply goes into the end of the bore, and what we're going to do is take our...
Oh, it looks like another scope.
Yeah, there's a grid in there with a crosshair. And what I'm going to do is look through the back of the scope here, and I'm going to rotate my elevation and my windage adjustments until the crosshair in the scope coincides with the crosshair in the collimator. And you simply look through it.
That makes a lot of sense, you know, to do it.
And you crank. Now, right now, this scope is about 20 inches to the right and about 3 inches low. So you can see by not making this adjustment, we would not hit the paper down there, and we could expend a box or two of ammunition before we do that.
Just trying to find out where you're shooting.
Yeah, that's collimated.
It was that quick and easy?
That quick, and it should be on the paper. I would not recommend that you go right from the collimator out into the deer woods. It should be test fired first. Probably one of the most important things, Pete, in lining up a rifle is a set of sandbags. You don't have to put a lot of money into them. This is a ransom rest here, which is a very good quality rest, but you don't dare need anything this good to line up a deer rifle. One of the most economical and one of the best things are these shot bags filled with sand. And you can get 3 or 4 of those from anybody that reloads shotgun shells, fill them with sand, and they make as good a rest as anything else. You want the gun to be still. That's primarily what you're after here. And you want to be comfortable. Bench the right height, and you want to be sitting up naturally. You don't want to be slouched over. You want to be comfortable. So we're going to put one here at 100 or at 25 yards. Another thing you don't want to be doing, holding down on the scope, pushing down on the barrel. Okay, I don't have to go up and look. I can see it. And we're going to go to up to 100 yards and shoot one up there now. Actually, it's printed about 1.5 inches to the right and about 1.5 inches low, but that should get me on the paper at 100 yards, so we're going to try it up there now. Pete, here's our first shot that we fired at 25 yards after we bore sighted it. And as you can see, it's about 1.5 inches low and maybe 1 inch to the right or so. So after that one, if you recall, we went up and fired the 3 shots at 100 yards. And here's where they printed. Now what you want to do here is find the center of this group, and you'll make your adjustments on the scope from the center. Okay, Pete, to make these horizontal and vertical adjustments, we use these 2 knobs that are on the turret of the scope. The top knob here will adjust the scope up and down. The right knob on the turret here will adjust the scope left and right. Now we have to raise our scope up 1.5 inches, so I'm going to turn this up 6 clicks. And likewise with the left and right, I have to go 1.5 inches to the left, so I'm going to find the arrow and turn it 6 clicks to the left. Okay, here's the first shot after we made our initial scope adjustment. As you can see, it moved right to dead center. And wanting it to shoot a bit higher than right on at 100 yards, I clicked it up to about 3 inches high at 100 and fired a couple rounds here. So this gun would be capable of taking a deer-sized animal out to 300 yards without any holdover.
Well, Richard, thanks a lot for showing me all of this sighting in. I know I'll have a heck of an easier time next time we try to sight in a rifle, because I do it at least once a year.
Well, I really enjoyed having you and enjoyed showing you, and come around and we'll go shoot that deer together.
I sure would like to.
That's our show for today. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please send them to us, along with a self-addressed stamped envelope. The address is P.O. Box 596, McKeesport, PA 15134. On behalf of the entire staff that's worked to bring you this program, I'm John McKee. Thanks for joining us.